Good afternoon. My name is Paula Hoffmann, and today I'll be talking about organizational design, structure, and change of a Brazilian company called Vale. Vale is an international iron ore mining company originally formed in Brazil and is one of the largest mining companies in the world. Despite its large operational capacity, the company is really struggling to maintain its reputation. Vale is underperforming in social responsibility to the community and environment. The company has failed to protect the interests of the society and environment by failing to manage its waste system effectively. In November of 2015, one of the company's waste dams collapsed, discharging deadly wave of mud which killed 19 people in Mariana. Further, in January of 2019, another similar but worse disaster occurred in Brumadinho, claiming lives of 270 people. The first event could be perceived as an accident, but the occurrence of the second event raised a raft of questions regarding the company's safety measures. In 2017, the company management agreed to comply with safety measure improvement guidelines offered by the Brazilian government, but Vale hasn't met most of safety measures and is still a risk to the community. Failing to the community and to the environment has tarnished Vale's image. Customers, especially the local buyers, have a negative perception regarding the company, and this could reduce its customer base. Moreover, the company has suffered a huge financial loss due to legal suits emanating from the disasters, and the company is still under investigation. As part of national disaster management, the government could limit or ban Vale's operations until it fully complies to the agreed safety measures. Vale organizational structure is basically made of the company CEO and executive board members. There are 8 directors including CFO and director of people who is responsible for developing company's strategies. Lack of coordination between one division and another could contribute to the current issue. For instance, following the company's culture, the strategy and technology division could fail to secure the required financial support from financial department. When the organization structure does not promote coordination and interdependence, the company is likely to struggle meeting its main goal. The company has a culture of prioritizing its short-term needs while neglecting long-term issues. There is no transparency in the company's internal operations, and the organization is focused to building a contradicting public image. Some Vale's workers were aware of a 2003 report that indicated the company's dams were at risk of collapsing. And employees usually do not have the chance to bring effective solutions to safety issues the firm has been facing. Conscious culture and management encourages business to look beyond profit by ensuring good relationships with the workplace and between the organization and its stakeholders. Vale does not seem to effectively incorporate the concept of conscious culture. The company's leadership tends to neglect the voice of workers, and the company has failed to consider the safety of the community, and it claims to serve by not implementing the necessary safety measures. Conscious culture improves the relationship between employees and leadership, which help aligning the workforce to the mission and vision of the organization. The concept also promotes care, respect, and dignity of workers, and therefore employees become loyal and highly motivated to work for the organization. When all stakeholders feel valued, they stay loyal to the company, which will help in its success. Vale should seek to improve on its conscious culture and management so as to enhance its functions and chances of becoming a long-term giant in the global mining industry. The proposed plan will be improving safety measures with urgency and rebuilding the public image. Representatives from various departments will form a task force that will help create and communicate the upcoming changes and the company's vision within the organization. The vision is to create a transparent, innovative, and highly motivated workforce. The new plan includes job specialization, which aims at improving work effectiveness and efficiency by removing the burden of mixed and unclear job expectation. The new system will be evaluated after every 3 months to determine its progress and make the necessary improvements. It might take time to get everyone on board with the new plan, and the Department of Engineering is likely to face some challenges. The plan entails redesign and reconstruction of waste dams, which comes at a financial cost associated with the acquisition of the new and more sophisticated equipment. Effective communication of the vision might not be achieved considering the current organization culture, where dialogues between leadership and employees are ineffective. The change might lead to the elimination of some incompetent employees, which might be a demotivation factor if not well managed. To address the issue of bringing employees on board, a suggestion is to incorporate representatives from all sections of operations at the initial stage of the plan will be considered. Appropriate training scheme will be developed to help the engineering department to easily cope up with the new technology. Cost-cutting approach and realignment of resources will be used to manage the extra financial needs resulting from the change. To improve communication of the vision and the goals of the new plan, the organization should have an awareness campaign for at least 4 months to help communicate the necessity of the change. To address the issue of possible demotivation due to contract termination, a clear and transparent procedure for doing the same will be developed to prevent unfair practices. Vale's case clearly shows why it is important for an organization to maintain a positive public image. It also shows how easy it is for public image to turn from positive to negative when the company fails to embrace social responsibility to the community and to the environment. Embracing conscious culture and management is a key factor because it promotes love, respect, and integrity for employees and other stakeholders. Lack of transparency within the organization can cause serious problems such as disaster and financial loss, like in the case of Vale. After a crisis, high levels of caution on how the management addresses the issue is important to avoid creating further problems. When designing an organizational structure, I would consider a system that does promotes smooth coordination of functions within the company. I would avoid a strategy seeking to prioritize financial targets over safety measures. Regarding the culture, I would avoid any strategy that does not focus on conscious leadership and on CSR. In addition, I would advocate for a culture that enhances effective communication within the workplace and one that makes employees feel free to air their concerns or suggestions regarding the management of the company. Lastly, I would encourage an evidence-based crisis management approach so as to improve chances of regaining good public image. Any questions?